Hi everyone, Deb here. I am here to tell you about two things. First, starting tomorrow, August 4th, Crafts and More with Donna Jackson. Donna Jackson is hosting a Stampin' Up! Party under me, and here is the host code that we'll use for her party. So any orders that you place under me between August 4th and August 30th under $150, please put them to this host code XREPSW6J. That will be the host code for Donna's party to hopefully help her get some goodies at the end of the month. So that's the first thing. This host code will be in effect from the 4th through the 30th, starting at 7 a.m. Mountain Time on the 4th. Now, why 7 a.m. Mountain Time? Because that is when the Stampin' Up! New landing site, web page, in other words, goes into effect for customer ordering. So a couple things you need to know about that, and I can't show it to you because it's not live yet, and some of us demonstrators are going to be scrambling to correct links and things. I think the links I have below, with the exception of maybe Paper Pumpkin and those on my Facebook page and my Facebook group, both are called Deb House Crafty Cottage. One says Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator behind it. That's my business page. The other one is Deb House Crafty Cottage Group. That's a public group. You have to request to be put in and answer 3 questions, but everybody is welcome to join that for all things crafty. And I do allow other people to post what they make and things in there, within reason. I don't want other people selling in there because it's my business, really, my 2 businesses. But that is those have shop now buttons as well, and those take you to my demonstrator website. And if you click on the shop now there, it should take you to the new Stampin' Up! Landing page website, the main website, and that's where you'll need to be to shop under me. And if you go through my links, it should show at the top or somewhere that you're shopping with me as your demonstrator. Now, that said, a couple of things. You can either check out as a registered user. So if you already have an account, because the links have changed, you'll probably have to re-sign in with your password. So make sure you know what that is. And if you don't remember it, you can ask them to, send you an email to reset your password. That information will come up when you first go there. And you will get an email from, I think it's no reply at info. One second. No reply at info.stampinup.com. So be looking for that and make sure you don't, allow that to come through your email if you need to reset your password. Otherwise, it'll go into your spam folder possibly. So that's the first thing. Secondly, you can either check out as a registered user if you have an account, like I said, or if you're only shopping, the first time, you're not sure, you can check out as a guest without opening a store account. However, because Stampin' Up! Sells through demonstrators, even if you check out as a guest, going forward, you either have the option of picking a demonstrator, which hopefully you'll pick me if you're shopping with this host code, right? Or they will assign one to you, generally based on 3 criteria. One is the location, the closest to where your shipping address is, your billing address. 2, the demonstrator has to have what we call the demonstrator business website, DBWS. That's my web portal that I always say, this is the link to my web portal, and then click shop now. So I have a DBWS, and I forget what the other thing was. Let me see, there were 3 things. Where to go? Sorry, I have notes here. I'm just trying to see. And also you'll see my picture if on the new website. You'll actually see the picture that's on my DBWS. I'm just trying to find those 3 things that, okay, it's closest to you geographically to the customer's shipping address, and that we demonstrators have agreed to a referral policy agreement, which I have, and have an active demonstrator business website subscription, which I do. So it's really, as far as you're concerned, closest proximity. But if you're going through my web store, as I call it, then and you click on shop now, there you should automatically be shown as shopping with this demonstrator. Now, one of the new features though is your if you have an account, your account will show the last 5 demonstrators that you've purchased with. And if you go in through the DBWS, I think it'll show that person, like me in this case, as your preferred demonstrator. But if you shopped with other ones, they'll be available too. But I'm hoping if you're going in through my demonstrator business website that you intend to shop with me. I hope, please, please. And leave me as your preferred, at least for that transaction. And then if you shop with other demonstrators, then you can change it for future transactions. Let's see, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, in your account on the new business website, you're gonna have the ability to tell them, or us, whether or not it's acceptable for you to receive like marketing information, meaning communication from me as a demonstrator. For example, I typically send out catalogs to anyone that's had an order of $50 or more in the last 6 months for the next catalog launch. Some demonstrators, and I have not been doing this yet, send out automatic newsletters. And if you don't want to receive any of those things, you have the ability to mark that somewhere in your new account setup. And I can't tell you exactly. It's something about under account settings, email subscribers, so, or something like that. So yeah, if you do not want to receive anything, you have the ability to opt out. And hopefully you won't check that too much. I mean, we respect your privacy, certainly, but you will miss out on any notifications about upcoming events, which I occasionally do send some things, but not usually. I typically rely on people being on my Facebook group or Facebook page, as well as watching me on YouTube, and I have a ton of information, links and such down below every video, and most live streams. Most all live streams. So please be sure to check that information, and I will update any links that are not valid. I have already put this in, so this video should actually have this down in the description if you want to check it. And like I said, I think my web link that I have there to shop my store should still be valid. The only one I'm not sure of is the paper pumpkin one, and I'll have to check that tomorrow because I have no way of checking that right now. So let's see what else, if I've missed. Oh, a couple features. The images will be set up a little differently and larger. You as a customer will have the ability to fill in a little heart on a product and add it to a wish list. It's like a favorites list. You can name your wish lists. You know, like I could have a favorites, and then I could have a Deb's wish list, or Deb's holiday wish list or something like that. And then you can share your wish list with whoever you want, your family or whatever. You know, if you're looking for somebody to get you something for Christmas, yeah, there's a way to do it maybe. So that's one thing. Also, there's a simpler and easier checkout process. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Improved photography and product display. You'll see like a picture of the product and 2 or 3 pictures to the left of that, and you can expand those pictures to make them bigger, similar to some other websites we know that have that already. So they're really bringing this up to speed. Better shopping through mobile devices like notebooks and phones, and that's part of one of the driving reasons for this whole thing. Let's see. You will have the ability to provide feedback. There's going to be a Bermuda Bay colored button on the right hand side of the screen when you're online, and it is a feedback button. And so you can either give specific feedback or generic feedback. Technical issues, something you don't like, something you think is great and want to tell Stampin' Up, all that kind of thing. Click on the feedback button and then you'll be prompted through either generic or specific, and then they'll ask you some questions and take it from there. So that's a new feature as well, to be able to get your feedback. Yeah, let me just see if there's anything else. I already told you 7 a.m. Orders may be placed on the new online store starting at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, excuse me, which is 9 a.m. Eastern Time, which is where I'm at. And that would be, let's see, California time would be 3 hours behind me. So 9, 7. So I guess it would be 6 a.m. Pacific. Okay. So that is that. And let me just make sure I did not miss anything. Okay, the demonstrator's contact information will be included on the order confirmation and order receipt every customer receives for every transaction. So that's good. Okay, and if you, it does say if you come to the online store through the demonstrator's customized business web services, my web store, then you'll automatically be shopping with that demonstrator. So that's good. If you happen to be on my blog and you click on a product link, those links may not work properly right away. They will take you to the web store, but they may not take you right to the product. I know the company that I subscribe to prepare those links is working on it, and I don't know if they'll be available on the 4th or not, but hopefully. So we'll see. I think that's pretty much it, guys. So that is all I have for right now. So be sure, are you excited? Are you excited to be able to shop the new catalog? I know a couple of you are. This is the new mini. Remember, I can only show you the cover until tomorrow. And speaking of that, tomorrow is Tuesday, the 4th. So tomorrow evening, I usually do it live at 7 p.m. and I will still do that. The first part of that live, I'm going to actually do a walkthrough of this catalog in case someone or someone's didn't receive their copy. If you think you should have gotten one from me because you ordered between January and June of this year, let me know, and I'll tell you whether I had one sent to you, and if not, if you didn't get it, we can call Stampin' Up. Otherwise, if you weren't on my list, I have a few extra of these catalogs. I have no more annuals. So I'd be happy to send you one if you plan on shopping with me. You know, because it costs me money, obviously, to buy these and to send them out. So yeah, I'll be walking through this. I will do some stamping as well, but the first part of it, probably the first hour, at least 40 minutes probably, will be going through this page by page, and some of them you will have already seen. So that is all I have for now. I hope you have a wonderful Monday evening. Get your lists ready if you have your catalog in front of you, or if you've been watching my Friday lives and some of my other Saturday, Sunday stampings and some of my other collabs where I've used new products. Get your list ready, your wish list ready, and because tomorrow is the day. Now, it doesn't mean you have to shop tomorrow. You can shop, you know, the next day or the next day. Up to you. But I know Donna would be very appreciative if you would purchase under her party. But again, if your order is 150 or more, do not use this host code. Even if it was just my host code, I'd tell you that, because you will get the Stampin' rewards, which gets you free product. So thank you so much for your support, everyone. And if you're not part of my Facebook group or my Facebook page, please go over and like my Facebook page, Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'd greatly appreciate it. It also has this code listed out there, and it has the Shop Now button, like I said, up in the upper right corner. And also Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage group, which is a public group. You just need to answer 3 questions to be part of it. And we share, I usually announce on there when I'm going live, what's happening in the week. People share their projects there, especially if they don't have a YouTube channel and they're in collabs through Instagram. They'll also sometimes post their pictures there. Sometimes even if they do have a YouTube channel, they do. And that's fine. And sometimes I do too. I'll often announce when my blog has been updated for items. I don't always do it, so I let you know when I have, so you can go out and get measurements for certain cards and things that maybe I just showed them but didn't give the actual measurements or the item codes for those cards. I'm going to try and get better about doing my blog and having it ready by the time I air or whatever it is I'm working on. But fingers crossed. It takes a long time to do that. Very time consuming to me. Anyway, that's it. I hope to see you tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern for my live. Should be fun to do the walkthrough, as well as, and I can kind of recap what I noticed on the web page tomorrow. I get to log in a little bit earlier than you do, just because we demonstrators you know, want to check things out, make sure our links are working properly before you try and shop. Alright guys, I will talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace. And if you're on the East Coast, anywhere from Florida all the way up to Maine, please be careful. I know tomorrow seems to be the day that this tropical storm slash potentially hurricane again is supposed to hit and start doing damage. So please be safe and take care. Alright guys, see you soon.